Hey YouTube, Shelka04 here. Okay, so we're going to do a product review today. And when I review a product, it's not just with preppers in mind or one class or category of people. It's something I believe everybody should have or be doing. Okay, so today's product you may think is not as exciting as it could be or should be, but it is. Trust me. That product is a belt, like the belt you wear around your waist to keep your pants up. Now, back in the day, I used to wear a leather belt, and it was a leather belt. Uh, it didn't have much multiple uses. Then, when I joined the army, I was issued a belt like this. In fact, I think this is still the original belt buckle from 30 years ago. It's basically your, I don't know, what is that, 1.5 inch wide cotton, woven. It's pretty strong. They tend to last. I've had this one, and they wear right where you clamp them down. But I've probably had this one for maybe 10 years. This is probably my third iteration. I wear it every day, or wore it every day. Let's put it that way. But I got to the point where I was thinking, there's got to be something new. So as we were traveling around, we ran into my brother, who's currently in the military, and I talked to him about belts, and we'll get back to that in a minute. Now, at one point, we went to Fort Bragg, and I ran into a Army surplus store there, and bought this belt. And this has a some sort of what do they call it? Maybe a parkerized finish. It's some metallic buckle. It's just your regular, nylon band like you'd find a seatbelt in the car. It's good, strong, nice setup. And I was going to go with this, except for the fact that it was mislabeled and is slightly too small. So I gave it to Andrea, my fiance, and again, my quest for a better belt continued. So when I talked to my younger brother, who, as I said, is currently in the military, about belts, he went inside and pulled this thing out. This is what they call a rigger's belt. Now, it's 2 layers of nylon with, I think they call it Kydex in between, so it's very stiff. This one is made by Blade Tech, but there are several different manufacturers out there making that. So by being stiff, you can attach a weapon directly to this. You can also, my understanding, attach molly pouches directly to this. Now the thing I like, but I haven't used yet, is that it has it's got an attachment point where you can attach a carabiner. And now, here's my understanding, and again, I haven't done this yet personally, but if you made leg loops and cinch this thing up, you could use this for extraction or rappelling or some other climbing. I wouldn't climb Everest, I wouldn't climb Half Dome, but it would be a hell of a thing in an emergency situation. So you got that anchor point. Now, that velcros down to the side to get out of the way. A lot of the belts have these buckles made out of titanium. So, they're set up so they can take your weight and stuff. Now, I had a concern, let me tell you, that when I got this belt, what I was doing was I just put it through the one loop and left this thing sort of flapping, and then Velcro, just relying on the Velcro on the side to hold it on. My concern was actually that I wouldn't be able to get the belt open and off in time, and so I called my brother concerned about what you might call the crap your pants factor. And so I asked him if there were ever times when he, and it's my understanding again that he was deployed with this belt, so I asked him if he had ever been in Afghanistan or Iraq and not been able to get the belt off in time. My understanding is that's not an issue. Okay, so for everyday around the street use, you just thread it through, Velcro it over, there you go. Now, for tactical strength and all that, you go back through this, back through here, and then back through there. And by creating that loop and having the middle piece cinching down on the nylon, it's basically I mean, it's the same sort of setup as a ratchet strap or something that you'd use to secure a load with. That, with this thing out and a carabiner, would be enough to go over the edge. So, as I said, they make these in multiple colors: tan, green, gray, black. I was given black, so it's what I went with. I've got a 36-inch waist, and this is a medium, and this is just a little small for me. So when I get someplace that's got a big Army surplus store, I'm going to go in and get myself a large. What else can I tell you? Whether you're a prepper or somebody just going to work, I think this belt, you can tow cars with it, you can swing with it, I don't know, you can do plenty of stuff with this that you wouldn't be able to do with the other two belts. So, this gets a thumbs up on my list. Alright, check you later. Thanks. Oh, do me a favor, subscribe to my channel so I know at least that people are out there watching this. Okay, thank you.